Hey guys, going to do a quick review of the Petzl E+Lite. I just picked this up a few weeks ago, and I picked it up as a small ultralight headlamp to take with me backpacking. Now, I believe this is meant to be an emergency or backup headlamp, but if you're looking to get down to as light as possible, this would be a good choice for you. Now, I don't personally do a lot of night hiking or hardly any at all. This might not be a great choice for that, but this is a great choice for running to the bathroom late at night, looking through your backpack, using around camp. This is a great choice for that. So let me give you a rundown of the features and a few opinions about it. So I want to do a quick size comparison. This is my black diamond headlamp that I use 95% of the time, and this is the Petzl E+Lite that I just got. As you can tell, this is your traditional full-size headlamp, which in my opinion is still a fairly small headlamp. It's definitely manageable. It doesn't have like a big battery pack or anything like that. But the E+Lite is much smaller. The LED is much smaller. You can even get a side profile. This will stick out. It's very beefy. This Petzl E+Lite is quite a bit smaller. So that's a quick size comparison. Now, I want to throw this on the scale. Well, let me weigh the Black Diamond real quick. So with your traditional headlamp, you're looking at 3.2 ounces, and that's with the batteries. This Petzl E+Lite for the headlamp and the batteries, you're looking at 0.9 ounce. That's less than an ounce, and you get a complete, fully functioning headlamp. So that's another reason why this is a great choice. Alright, so right here on this dial, you can see there are 8 different toggle positions. 5 of these are light modes, and 3 of these, 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom, are off. The very first one is a lock mode, and then right next to that is off. They basically do the same thing. It just gives you a little bit of extra security that this thing in your backpack isn't going to toggle over, turn on, run your battery down while it's sitting in your backpack. Over here, you can see there are 3 big LED lights, and then right there in the very middle, that's a red LED light. 2 out of the 5 modes over here are red LED, which are great for at night, so you don't lose your night vision. So as I said, this first mode is lock. Then you go to off. So how you move that is you just pull this red toggle. That is how you switch it on and off and swap between modes. So I just toggled it over once. That is the off mode. Now toggle it over one more time, and that gets you to economy mode. This is a less bright version of the light. This is great for just looking around at camp. Now if you want to go to an even brighter mode, all right, this is the bright mode. Then your next toggle position over would be a strobe. Then you got one more that is a red strobe, and then you get down here, this is your red light. This would be good for middle of the night looking around through your tent. And then finally down at the very bottom, you got another off. So in the packaging they send you whenever you buy this light, it comes with this little reference card. This shows the 5 different light modes, as well as how long the batteries are expected to last in each one of these modes, and also the effective distance. I'll hold this up real quick so you can pause the video and look over it if you want. As you can tell at the top, economy mode, it says 70 hours, maximum 55 hours. So the batteries in this, they'll last you through a good weekend trip, maybe even up to a week trip, without having to replace the battery, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. One of the negative reviews I've seen about this is the newer style headband they sell these with. I guess the older one came with like a little bit thicker black headband that stuck out. This one has a retractable piece of cord. This is the pull tab for it. And when you pull it out, this is the headband. Now, I can see why a lot of people don't like this. I had an older Petzl headlamp that had the same sort of headband on it, and I actually really like it. It keeps the headband up out of the way, and if you put this on your head right, it stays in place fine. It's no big deal. The only thing about it is you can't just pull it out and put this on your head. your head's not going to fit through that. So what I do with this hand is just spread it out a little bit, and it makes it a little bit easier to put it on. Just put the light up toward the top of your forehead, you know, where gravity's not going to pull it down, and it'll stay up there just fine. Another cool feature of this light is the ability of it to tilt forward, so you can tilt it to whatever angle you need it. If it's up on your head and you're looking down to read, just tilt it forward. But not only does it just tilt like a lot of headlamps do, this is actually on a ball swivel, and you can turn it any direction you want. You can turn it 360 degrees all the way around, point it up, point it down. So effectively what this back section does, this back section is purely just the reel for your headlamp, or I'm sorry, for your headband. And this front section is the light itself. So the way it can work is you can actually set this down and point this whichever direction you want, and what you'll do is pull the headband and put it up on top of this and set it down. It'll sit down flat, and then you can set it down and you can point it any direction that you want. You can turn it around, you know, however you need it to point. So I think that's one really cool feature of this headlamp. Another thing to mention about this headlamp is the battery. It's too small to hold a AAA or anything like that. It actually uses the round disc style batteries, and the exact one is CR2032. It uses 2 of those, and you can pick those up, you know, at Walmart or anywhere like that. Well, guys, that's basically it. Like I said, this is just a simple, easy to use headlamp. I can't wait to get out and use it quite a bit more. And as always, if you have any questions, just post them below and I'll try to respond as quick as I can. Thanks for watching.